Oh, I have Kaya. Hi. I forgot I have Celestus. And I heard it's a good card. Alright. I mean, that's a start, isn't it? Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today's deck that I think you will absolutely love. Not only it has Invasion of Arcavios, which already makes it so interesting, it has Kaya, Eternal Wonder, all the good stuff, and it has heavy counter spells, 3 dissipates, double negate, and also, man, I already said make disappear, I'm so used to it, and triple voidrant, which is the card that I know you guys quite like, and for this reason we can run Let's Go for the Throats. 3 of them are Voidrant, which is way more versatile, and things like Trespasser, Raffine, you know, all this good stuff that they play just dies to it so nicely. Other than this, we have, you know, the removal stuff. But what is interesting about the deck, there's a lot. By the way, games today were really high quality. I think you will appreciate them, and we had a lot of fun on the ladder, I have to say. We don't play too many Sunfalls and Farewells because of the best of 3 deck, so you can think about increasing it if you want to just be super practical, maybe go down on invasions, increase the Sunfalls. However, I made this version work on the ladder. We won basically all of the games, and the only one we lost, I mean, you will know which one is it, and you will see how we lost it, and I think you will realize how the deck really performed. The sideboard, you have the full one because this is a best of 3 deck, and I know some of you play best of 3, so let's give the full version. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this version of the intro because I'm recording. This is the deck that German Fraga was using in one of the tournaments, but this is basically a very greedy version of Control. This is how Control would look like if there was no mono red. And if you are playing in especially lower leagues or just slower meta, this deck might really work out for you way better than what you usually do with mass removal, because you don't see mono red as much as I do. Celestus is incredibly important because first you can cycle negates, and by the way, before you say, Sloth, you cannot play double negate, you can hit Esper Legends and draw both of them in your opening hand and then you auto lose. Man, watch the videos and tell me in the comments if you changed your mind. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. We definitely showed that it can work in best of 1. I think it's better to see it in action because we have a lot of planeswalkers, a lot of value. I really enjoyed this one, so I think you guys will too. Don't forget to subscribe, and guys, I really thank you for all the support lately. It makes me so happy to see the videos are enjoyed, that you guys, and you know, like the games and comment and, you know, get excited and all this stuff. Really thank you for it. It makes creating content so much cooler. So yeah, great, and let's go into the games. Man, that was awkward. Let's enjoy the ladder. Oh boy, the punishment for double negate in the deck. I mean, I hope he plays spells. Let's see. Let's see. If negates won't hit anything, we're in some serious trouble. However, we have March, we have Cut Down, we have Voidrant, 2 lands only, so that's scary. See? That's a good matchup for it, hopefully. It might be Esper Legends, right? They actually, oh my god, they don't play a single one. We actually hit a matchup where they don't play a single non-creature. Oh, that's really bad for us. I don't need to say this, right? So we have 2 great dead cards, I guess. They aren't even white, so I cannot exile them. And it feels a little bit silly, doesn't it? Hi. That was a nice draw. The problem is that those cards, man, we are running a 3-carder. Some of their decks sometimes play creatures, but not generally. Man, I hope he gives us cards. His Loran might be the way out. Alright, missing land drops as well. Man, it's going as bad as it possibly can. So, Raffine, right? It has to be Raffine. Like, don't pretend you don't have Raffine in your 4 Raffine decks. Yeah? Like, it's not possible to not have Raffine, man. No combat phase? Please, go away. Go away. And you know what? I won't pay the word. I'm rebelling against the word cost. And you are still dead. I really hope he gives us the cards because we really need those. Because we are missing land drops like crazy. Let's see him playing land drops with 0 cardo, please. The 5th land. Thank you. And that's a Gix. Gix, very, very annoying. Alright, you got it. So please tap again on the next turn. They have white mana, so even Otawara can be cast. But they don't have enough legendaries. I mean, the damage is okay. Please give me cards, bro. Please. I will never hit a land otherwise. I don't need to tell you that this is the most abysmal hand you can ever see in every way. So I would love to hit something else. Let's go for Geeks entry. No. I actually wanted to cancel because I want him to attack. Sometimes they might not attack. Like, who knows? And we exile something. Is it Emperor? Emperor is some value. Sunfall is definitely needed. It's an Emperor. Reason is that we need the Sunfall because we are so behind on lands that if we ever hit a sweeper, it will be this one. Farewell is just like 3 turns behind because we are... By the way, we should be casting Farewell right now, but this is how we play. And we have 0 interaction, so we slow the game as much as possible. There's nothing more we can do. And now it's all about those draws. Like, we did our part, we start... Please discard a lot of cards so I can actually draw something. For damage. Potentially, so with... Oh my god, a land? That's crazy. Alright, Sunfall or Wandering Emperor, those are important. Sunfall is basically the best card against them. I play land. I have enough colors, so I went with Mirex, colorless. It should not matter. Man, if we can win while getting mana screwed with double negate, that is literally the worst card for the whole matchup, and we can still win against, you know, Esper Legends, which is tier 1 deck, I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm honestly so happy, and it seems that we will be winning this in the end. So now he will give us the card probably, because he knows that suddenly well, I think he should be giving us the card, because he's not winning otherwise. And we finally fixed our cardos, man. We have Memory Rush, so moment the pressure is off, this is not a lot of pressure, it's just 1 attack. And we actually do want the 7th land. We don't do much. I'm not activating the token because I will be sweeping the board. Alright, very mean, but not surprising. And he's keeping the plasma mana, but we have enough exile to make it work. That's why I didn't go for Farewell. Exiling the board is the best thing against this deck ever. Alright, enjoy your 1 lifelink. We still make the token, it makes Sunfall token better. So at some point we can beat him down with it. I mean, I could just Void Run this. Also, they don't really want to attack into the token. Alright, I think this is a decent draw. So, we need to be careful. They probably have Raffine in the hand. So this will attack for 3. We can block this one. Yeah, but this attacks for 3. They have Shrouded. Then they can follow with Shrouded and kill us on the spot. We cannot counter it. So we need to be careful. But we just kill Raffine and activate the token then. I could bluff the Emperor, but I don't feel very confident. Bluffing is hard because nobody plays around anything. So in the end you just waste stuff usually. Even though on tournament scene, attack like this would be so obvious that probably most players wouldn't block it. No Raffine, okay, 1 damage a turn is fine. We can consider Shrouded always dead. Oh. No, I have... Oh, Talia! Oh my god, I'm so bad at Magic. Yeah, I actually don't hit Talia with my flashback Memory Rush too often. Alright, so I mean I'm making the token and I'm making this board bigger. I don't think we Sunfall yet. Being on 4 and 3 does not matter at all. A true counter spell, that's something. Do they have Earth-Eye Resurrected? That's the question. They are playing with a lot of open mana. And those cards. Please give me Celestus. Alright, so how do we do it? How do we do it? Let's see. Earth-Eye? Okay. I know you might say in the comments that on Sloth you must 3 damage you could attack, but what if he had Earth-Eye? Then I have no blockers and I die. So I wasted some of the value because I really wanted to make sure that I have the stuff. Sorin is pretty amazing here. We have double blue with no painland. You really need to be careful about the painland, so always check if the lands you are having are the correct ones. And we can actually protect a lot of stuff with negates. Oh my god, thank you! Finally! See, negate winning the game. This is the upside. We have so much protection against non-creature spells that we don't care, and this is good. See? He had all... So what we predicted was exactly what is happening. 2 damage. And that's why we have the vampire, because it means that another shortlet is not enough. And this is the farewell we saved from before. See? If we didn't do those things, we would die. Ah, alright, they know it's about the lifelink. Creatures. And that's it. So, their best play is probably shortlet that they might have. This is the best card against us. We are going for the lifelinker. Because it means shortlet doesn't kill us on the spot, so we can just use something else. And we have enough value with Memory Deluge and Celestus, so we are winning the long game anyway. You don't need to like have triple value of your opponent, you just need to have more than him. So yeah, don't be too greedy. Alright, so we attack, we kill Taurus, they get the Scarf, I guess. But he cannot really block with attack with Taurus, right? So we can start lifelinking a little bit and forcing him to actually do something. 4 mana. A Ganja. I think this is the moment. I don't want to give him 2 mana cards, even though that's a land, I guess, but it's just getting a little bit too much stuff in 1 card. And Scarf on its own doesn't really matter too much. So we are going Celestus. It gives us enough mana for Dissipate. So if he top decks something super scary, we just counter it. Scarf can be here because we can just block it with the token. So see, Sunfall, even though it doesn't really do anything, right? It actually does so much. Because they cannot attack into us with anything that is below 5/5, which is basically their whole deck. Man, that was a game. Can you believe that we will win this with freaking double negate? And you know what? This is the time. We finally will get rid of this negate. It took a while, but we are healing. And land. You know what? I prefer negate over this. Who knows, maybe they draw another addict, you know? Alright. So, artifact. I mean creature, I guess. And a nice Triumph. By the way, with Teferi you can tap their plaza, so they cannot protect their creatures. We do not need to... I mean, I could make the Leafar, but I don't think it's a good play. We need to fire Memory Deluge, that will give us the win. Also, he cannot attack, so even Teferi is super scary here. How much mana is it? We will have 3, right? So that's actually enough. Let's start with Celestus mana, so we can untap 2. And see, we have basically 5 mana after this play. So Silver Scrutiny, oh my god, that's good. That's good. So Silver Scrutiny for infinite value. I shouldn't go for Invasion. It's great, but it's not a responsible choice. Creature. Oh, no. Sorry. First is artifact. And let's untap something that has blue. This way we have 5 mana. So even if that's an edict into a creature, we can counter both. And we are still here protecting. Yeah, when we untap with 2 lands, then we will start probably to attack. Squirrel alone won't raise us, and that's what we need. Do we go for 3 cards? Yeah, we go for 3 cards, we don't need more. We are going for full aggression right now, so we are reversing the whole tempo of the game, and now they will be the defender, so we need a bit of extra gas to just, you know, pressure them more than they handle. If they play Earthite, that's even better. Earthite doesn't really do much, especially if it doesn't affect the board. But that pause gave us information that they probably have it. Interesting. 2 mana Memory Deluge seems pretty good. Man, I'm the worst. That was literally the worst play ever. Alright, so we will go with Memory Deluge. We pay with Painlands. I don't want full control, that was a mistake. And we will get some cool cards. As you can see, you go so over the top that, yeah, they can stay into the game, but you are not losing. So we can try to close it faster. The game will be shorter, but you can lose and throw game that you shouldn't lose. If you go like this, they are just slowly getting pushed out of the game every turn more and more. Alright, I'm a good player and I'm on the draw, on the play, so it means that I probably won this. Right, with Celestus we can ramp into Sunfall very nicely. Let's start. No, show me the land. Show me the land. Alright, that's a hello. No hello to red players. I'm sorry. But if you are a viewer playing mono red, it's fine, you know? We're just making jokes. In the end, we like the same game. Just in very different ways, you know? But, yeah. Right, Imref? Exactly what he said. Like, Imref put it perfectly, so... when in doubt, refer to Imref words. Alright, so we are playing against enchantments, so it means that the Sunfall basically wins the game like fully. What we need to do is play Celestus, show them how good we are at Magic by being on the play with Ramp and Sunfall, and let's see if they can exile Celestus. They might realize what's going on, but they don't have double white. Alright, so how do we do it? The question is, do we wait one more turn? This would allow us... Alright, I guess we have our answer. Never mind. We are at 10. There's no chance we are leaving another turn. And I mean, I'm happy I was on the play. And I'm happy I had Celestus. Otherwise, it could be a bit different. We have a land for the future turn, so it's okay. It's a tap land though. Alright, let's see the play. Calyx. Calyx will probably go over the top of this. And Audacity as well. Man, his draw is pretty insane so far. Alright, let's actually think. Theoretically, we could cast Memory Deluge for untapped land if that's really important, but we probably won't. So, Sorin, right? Land into Sorin seems to be the best, because we are clocked with Cardo and nothing else, so we basically play a 2-card hand right now. You could also just give him the hit because it doesn't kill us and try to fish for some kind of farewell. Interesting. Yeah, we would cycle 1 card as well and gain 1 life. I will risk it. In the worst case, we have the token, but the cycling is pretty huge, man. Like, we need to declock our hand because this is not a good draw. Alright, he's putting fight. He was extremely efficient on the first wave. And the second wave is also pretty oppressing because it's already Calyx into Audacity. Like, in 1 turn he created a 6-attack creature that also starts, you know, duplicating everything, so it's enough pressure to make us work for it. I would love to have a Void Rend that would basically solve the whole problem, but what can you do if you don't? Alright, I think I need to give him all the value. If he's smart, he will copy the Audacity. Man, imagine having Void Rend in this situation, that would be so perfect. Oh my god, just chill out, bro. This is enchantment? It is. For each enchantment, so including this one, so it's a 12 damage hit. Oh my god, bro. Come on. On the bright side, we are switching Day-Night Cycle, and we also have enough mana for the token. So I will counter it because it allows us to do quite a lot of stuff in same turn. I'm not in love with it, you know? I'm not in love with it. Do we mitigate 3 of the damage? Is it even worth it? Doesn't really do much, right? I think we don't. We have some cards that save us. Audacity. Good choice. It means that even if we hit a sweeper, he gets a lot of stuff. Alright, Celestus, please carry me. Oh boy, Memory Deluge, because at best we want to draw with Silver Scrutiny probably. We are slowly declogging the hand, but it was too late, I think. Oh! Oh! Oh, I have Kaya. Hi. I forgot I have Celestus. And I heard it's a good card. Alright, let's read the text on Kaya, actually. First time ever. If it wasn't an aura, are you an aura? Okay, because this is an aura. If it wasn't, create a token. Okay, so don't create a token if you exile this kind of stuff. Alright. I mean, that's a start, isn't it? Under your control. I mean, we can use this ability a little bit. It's better to do it this way. He draws a card which is never great, but now he has 2 targets. My face, that wins him the game, or Kaya, that wins the game later. I still think we probably should lose this, but... Okay, but it's nice. He really put up the challenge. I thought the game would be super over after the first Sunfall, but look at this, like, it's already like wave 3. And he didn't miss a beat during the whole game so far. Alright, 6-4. It's actually pretty decent. So, we definitely block like this. Do we block with the Calyx for this 1 life? We probably do not. It has flying, so it can go with this one, and Kaya can get rid of other Calyx. It's a legendary token. Okay, so it hurts. I don't like it. It was enchanted creature, so he gets the duplication. However, I'm not sure if he can duplicate itself. It's a legendary, so he doesn't have enough other enchantments, and this is just a creature that benefits from enchantment, not enchantment alone. And I think we won. This was the draw we needed. This was exactly the type of draw we needed. So, do we go with Kaya, trying to stabilize? Calyx. They will definitely cast something more. Alright, let's think. We have this game in our pocket if we play it right. It's not a cardo turn. We need as much power on the board as possible. So it probably has to be this. Because it creates a token. And token is pretty good. And go for the throat on something. I'm not sure which one, to be honest. We actually can make it 2-2. 2-2 lifelinker is okay. And then Calyx is here. It triggers every time, right? No, do this only once each turn. So it cannot be higher than 3-3, which means double block kills it. You aren't an aura, alright. I don't want to burn Kaya, but do I have to? Kaya is so cool, man. My heart bleeds, alright? Believe me, it actually does. But we need to do it. Like, look at our graveyard, man. We have so much stuff. And I'm not attacking, I'm the defender. Like, we have double Memory Deluge and Silver Scrutiny. Like, we are not in need of value. We need just more power on the board so we can use the value. The first ossification. Somehow you knew he will have a lot of removal. Alright. It's not a helpless act, so we don't need to be scared about the counters. And what? It's always 1-1? Let's actually read how it works. So this one. Why you have no abilities? This version had more abilities. Alright, okay. I actually thought it works a bit differently, but it's fine. Oh, I need to pain myself to 1? Sure, no problem. I don't see any issue. 1 is the real control player win con. And he's actually really high. Scralf. Alright, negate, the worst draw of the deck, that's for sure. And we are burning Sorin. In this situation, like, you have value here. He has 0 cards. You have like, what, 10, 50? So you don't need more. You just need to survive. So, we will start attacking. And life linking 1 point at a time. And Celestus will get us more. Honestly, I will definitely take the card, but okay, never mind. I wanted to consider whether Negate or Silver Scrutiny is better, but with this draw I got a simple answer. And I'm still surprised the game went for so long. Yeah, let's negate this. This is a decent target. It's a creature that will be annoying in some time. It makes Skrelv being able to attack, so we cannot stabilize, you know, all the stuff. And now we go for 3. And we should hit, like, good stuff. Yeah, this is game-winning stuff. So, I mean, see, I was right. We won the game, but it definitely was way harder than I expected. He played it very well. Let's go like this. I could go all in, but with lifelink I don't need to. I just need to go for Memory Deluge, and that will be enough. Actually, I prefer to not counter something, so I can use 7 mana instead of 3. And I don't have 10 for both of them. Audacity. I mean, it still dies, right? If we block. So I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I could just kill it and he has nothing. But then I cannot play Memory Deluge, and I like my Memory Deluge. Right now, I mean, he can deal 2 damage. We heal more every turn. He has no value, no cardo. I mean, he cycles the Audacity and that's it. But now, look at us. Casting Memory Deluge for forward and Memory Deluge. And that is a game over move. Because when you hit the right answers, they cannot compete with you. You just cannot lose. Alright, let's go like this and this. We don't need to switch Celestus, we don't need the life gain too much. We are already, man, soon we'll be higher than him, and whatever he draws we counter it, and we keep digging for more counter spells basically. Good guy, my friend, I really appreciate. He put insane fight, man. He was a beast. And he played it very, very nicely. He knew to space his creatures in waves, and like we needed some good draws at some point. That's the truth. Oh boy, this is a rough one. Alright, wow, those are cool sleeves, man. So we have 2 ways. We can either take this and say that we auto lose to mono red, but we might win all the other matchups that are slower. Or we mulligan and try to fight mono red. You know what, I don't care. I actually don't care. Because if that's not an aggressive deck, this is insanely good hand. We have so much value that we are basically stabilized for the rest of the game on the value side. Oh boy. So we lost. Yep. Honestly, there's no point in playing. But you know what, alright, let's go. But on the draw we are kinda forced into this situation, so yeah, cool. That was a great experience. See, we could as well do the same thing on turn 1. We don't play the populates, we play Sunfall, so we cannot hit anything because we are on the draw. Okay, I'm out of this, I told you. Moment you see your opening hand and your opponent deck, you already know if the game is over. It doesn't matter who plays. Alright, opponent goes first, and our hand is absolutely abysmal. I'm mulliganing it. I'll take it, it's still abysmal. So how do we play it out? First, second, third. That should be okay. Alright, mono red, we die. Other decks, we actually play magic. Cut down is not super needed on turn 1 because we don't have turn 2 play. So we might go as well right there. Seems this Oathsworn version is very popular. And we do not mind it super much. We have Void Rend, which will help against Trespasser. Oh, they go like this, cool. Alright, so some removal first, but because we are on the draw, Dissipate seems pretty horrible, in all honesty. I think we are forced to give them one card, just because we are on the... Yeah? I think we have to. Which means they get free card by being on the play. This is one of the situations when being on the play gives you more tempo and also more cards, so it's just pure advantage in every way. Oh, it's Gape! It's our roping friend Gape that hates losing games. Alright, so let's see. We have another Dissipate, another... So situation is very similar as before, but Gape actually learned to start attacking first. Do we give him the card again? No, I think we need to just live with whatever he plays, even if that's shorted. Like, there's no way around it. Let he incorporate Mirex, just because he's losing to control, maybe. Of course, shorted on curve. Maybe not perfectly on curve, but you get the idea. Close enough. We already used the possibility to give him the card with Liliana, otherwise we would be starting to fall behind in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but it didn't feel great. Alright. Man, just have more of those, I guess. Super annoying. We need to find an answer for shorted, but we also cannot deal with this one. So our opponent just playing everything, and we need a sweep. Well, if we had a sweeper, we could play differently. Alright. This is okay, but we are getting very low on life right now. Our opponent can smell our desperation. This is exactly the card I wanted to hit, by the way. It's kinda funny. Really, that was exactly the card. So on the next turn it's Kaya, so we have to cast Revelry right now. Because Revelry is really good. It is 2 mana, so exactly what we have left after Deluge, and it also means that he cannot kill us on the next turn. Which means that the shorted will be ours. 1 removal, down. Even if he kills both, that's actually better, because that means he's in full top deck mode. So, last removal, which means he cannot kill shorted after we play Kaya. Oh my god, that's a last card. Unfortunately, as Gabe usually is doing, he's going for the most risky dice roll plays he could ever go for, and he's getting instantly punished for getting the worst place possible. Because if he took 2 creatures from the graveyard, that was the correct decision. We would probably be losing this one, because we would be under so much pressure of his good draws. So, Gabe, time to rope. Time to rope again. Oh boy. Oh, you can just top deck another, I guess. Yeah, that helps. Then you don't need to know how you play it. Oh boy, that's pretty irritating. Alright, I don't think he plays corrupts or stuff like this. At least doesn't seem like it. So, we will Void Rend this one. And I think we should be drawing some cards. No. We plus Kaya, so the next creature can be killed with loyalty alone. Alright, I think we are in this. I think we actually will win in 2 or 3 turns. Let's go with Mirex. We could take this hit, but I don't need to take this hit. What were those? Oh my god, that sucks. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Voidon doesn't use colors. I'm a dummy. For some reason, I'm just used to tapping Mirex. Alright, so they will make a Mirex token. It's not enough to kill Kaya, and we have Geeks, so we will also be drawing cards this way. Especially with Kaya +2. So our friend needs another amazing top deck, or he's again out of the game fully. Even if he top decks every single turn, I think we can battle it anyway. Life of Toshiro. I mean, look at him, not having a single bad draw. And let's go for Memory Rush in this situation, because we might hit like a cut down even or something. Soul Partition is good enough. And yeah, let's give them the target. They were -1, of course. And there's no decisions to be made here. Actually, it's better. Sometimes they like responding with Mirex, and you know, then you actually can kill it at sorcerer speed with Eternal Wanderer. So you know, at advanced gameplay, you can actually try. There will be a 3/3 Mirex. See, freaking sorcerer speed, Gape. Top 900 Mythic, roping and making the most misplay. Thanks, bro. I mean, that's... I'm glad to show why it is bad to just answer because you feel like answering. It's a thing, right? Your opponent is doing something and you want to show that, hey, I'm not helpless, I'm doing something as well. But there's literally no point in doing it unless you are, you know, emotional. I mean, oh boy, what a game. I quite a lot of had, but this Geeks command really nearly brought him back into the game. Alright, so we are going first. Cut down into forward. I mean, it's okay. It is kinda okay. So I think we don't... Cyclorafin Tower is a good land. With Memory Rush we should need a lot of lands. Alright. It kind of seems like it's not a mono-red, but let's see. Teferi very often is used as a mono-red fodder, and here we are with the red mana, but still not mono-red. Double Memory Rush, a little too much value too early, and not enough interaction. We would probably prefer like removal and counter spells and void rents. Alright, this is perfect for the cut down. Actually, we really needed this one, because we are like 2 turns. Okay, this is the hit. This is the play we needed. So I think right now we are starting to stabilize. Let's see what the next play is. Yeah, it's something we should counter. Right now you don't counter because you try to get good trades on the value. You counter because you need to do something every single turn, otherwise you fall too behind and you cannot use the value that you have in the hand because you are dead. Oh, so they just play an aggro with Rakdos colors. Yeah, why not, right? Alright, so it's actually not super bad. We are on 19 and there were 2 throw. I think we are on the play and that's probably the big reason why we are ahead, in all honesty. Okay, so that's actually a really nice draw. We play Teferi. We untap the land. I mean, why not, right? That was a mistake. It won't matter too much, but it was a mistake. I should have untapped black mana, then he wouldn't be sure if I don't have a double cut down, so I lost the ability to bluff here, like fully. Alright, very very scary. However, we have a farewell, which solves all of the problems, and we are left with Teferi. This untaps, so even if we miss on the land, which we didn't, we would just use Teferi ability and +1. Honestly, we will probably still... No, we will get the card. The card is super cool. First, let's get the card, see if that's something different. Land for the next turn, or a Soul Partition seems amazing. It's so tempting. It's so tempting to actually just... Yeah, but we shouldn't do it. With Soul Partition is a good draw. Artifacts, enchantments. No graveyards though. So, we are with our guard down, but he has only 3 cards, 4 mana, and we can Soul Partition whatever he plays into Dissipate on the next turn. Good call, good call. Trying to, you know, pressure Teferi, but that's not exactly enough, is it? It's not exactly enough. Definitely Mirex. So, if we do it main phase, we get more mana, and we have many ways to use the mana. So I think we won the game. We'll have 5. Then we dissipate. I don't think it changes anything, but we still have to do it, right? Actually, let's see. It's important. Maybe we can make more plays this way. But I don't want him to see it, because then he will know that he doesn't kill Teferi. And that's a big information. Alright, so I have Soul Partition. If I Memory Deluge, I might hit something, right? For 2 mana. Alright, let's do it now. I don't like it. I think, honestly, I think the better play would be just to waste this potential. Just to surprise him. But we'll go like this. I don't want to drag it out. Alright, so now he knows that he doesn't kill Teferi, which means that he should be playing differently. He has Kumano faces Kakazan, the chapter 1 kills Teferi, so maybe that's the play. It's also not really the target you want to counter, right? Oh, and we also... No, we cannot cast Memory Deluge, we lack 1 mana for this one. Alright, so Teferi, 1 loyalty. This Teferi is actually incredibly scared. Oh my god, this is really strong. Alright, you first resolve this one always, and now we can counter it. So let's counter the 3 mana one, right? I think that's good. We will be taking some damage, but at least there is no board presence, so for a while this doesn't give him any real value. See? Told you. I'm actually interested that he went this way. Usually you go like the opposite. So first you try to bait a counterspell with Kumano. Oh boy! Ho, those are pretty impressive draws. I think I take 2 damage just to play a dance step. I'm not in fear of dying here. 2 cards. This is extremely important what he has. A bait, trying to force us into some bad decisions, but we say no, we are not forced. No haste, no problem. I actually enjoy this card on my side quite a lot. But it won't get a counter, unfortunately. Alright, I probably Void on top next race, right? So I'm stealing this one, it's mine. Then they can make the Devil. I don't like the Devil. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. The Kumano faces Kakazan is irritating, because it gets our Kaya to 1, and theoretically if they top deck another one, they kill Kaya. And this is our biggest play, but we have Silver Scrutiny, so even in this case, like we can also just block, right? It's actually better. Gimme, it's mine. And it's a pretty cool card to see. Oh, alright, Arena just crashed, so let's relaunch. Alright, the emotions of reconnecting. Did you lose the game for no reason? Are you serious? Did I win? Okay, I'm going to check on the stats if I won this game. Alright guys, so I actually checked the stats after recording all of the games, because initially I didn't see the game and it seemed like it was a draw. So I'm recording this because in the end we got the win. Sorry that there was no grand finale, but I wanted to show you the game and, you know, in the company, right? Alright, let's go another. Alright guys, excited about this hand. Turn 2 is a bit rough, but other than this, we are on the play, so we have this, you know, buffer of 1 turn when we don't need to do super much. And on turn, never mind, we are kinda perfect. We don't have 2 drops, so it's still the same, but you get the idea. And now we have Voidrent activated. Man, Esper. Voidrent is really one of the cool things about the Esper, as we will see right now. It's extremely good cards, but we have 2 more, so we can spare 1 on Celestus. This way we can save the counterspell. Counterspell is even better than the Voidrent. Man, for some reason I thought it's Control Mirror, just because when I see Celestus it's always like, yeah, some kind of Esper. But it's not really the case. We have 2 ways. Either we counter it, or we go Wandering Emperor and try to have a bigger creature, basically. They will remove 1 of them when we make 2 Samurais, and then this kills second, and then we are in some trouble. So I think the counterspell is the correct. I wanted to go for Emperor originally, but when you actually think about it, 1 removal is absolute blowout, so let's maybe not do it. Alright, probably shorted, unfortunately. That's the punishment. You know what? I'll take the another Trespasser, I guess. Now we will have Negate, so we can protect one of our samurais. It's a bit rough that we are in the night time, though. Yep. We don't really use Graveyard, but we could. We kinda could. Let's see if there's a cut down. They probably should be, right?
I've learned much during my
I mean, I don't want to discard cards. And there's a cut down. Alright, alright. So now we know everything. Will be a bit rough. I think we need to change the strategy.
We must protect the
I think we need to change the strategy. Let me check one thing. I did not play a land this turn, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't. So let's go for this and the march. I mean, that's the kinda the answer, right? It also gives us more power for the future turns. We can either protect the Emperor, which we probably would like. Alright, so I could counter it, but it's not worth it. It's not really worth it. Don't forget one more land from the top and we can use Kaya to steal the Trespasser. So even though it looks good for him, like we have way more gas than he does. And I'm not exiling Kaya to protect the Emperor, that's for sure. We're at 20. Bottom line, we are at 20 and our opponent is down to 3 cards. So I mean, enjoy the show, son. I am so glad you killed the Emperor, but there's bigger fish in the pond. They don't have Invoke Despair, I don't care. Do whatever you want. And what do we hit? It doesn't really matter. You know, the foil. Basically, always hit the foil, it hurts the most. Alright, let's see the shortcut, I guess. Oh, that's a different one. I did not expect this shortcut. Alright. So the game is a little bit on. We have 3 cards in the graveyard, so we are not under super much pressure. No creatures, so we don't really get triggers. Triggers are the biggest part of power here. But I'm also not blocking, so we might as well. I mean, 1-1 Trespasser feels different. All I'm gonna say. But we will try to go for Memory Deluge. Man, it's always 1-1. It's so weird. Like nothing what you know about the card makes sense if that's a token. It's always 1-1. It doesn't kill your opponent into 3 turns. It's weird. What a different 3-drop. Still, we got rid of our opponent's Trespasser and we have Memory Deluge. So that's the point. He is a bit ahead on the board right now. He has more cards, but we have Memory Deluge and that will offset everything. Probably, I hope. Huh. In this case, they already played through 2 Trespassers. I don't think there should be more. So we give them 1 card and we Sunfall. I think that's a really good deal. And we, after the Sunfall, we have enough mana for Dissipate. Enjoy your 1 card, my friend. Make it count. We could use March to negate this card. But I'd rather have March for the next threat. Like, if he draws a good creature, then I just use March on it, right? If he draws a land, I'm 1 March ahead. So no, see? And I just got advantage. Oh boy, enjoy the show. This will be an explosion material. Oh, invasion. Why not earlier? Now it doesn't matter. So we attack. We exile whatever. We hit for devastating 1 damage. And we make him scoop. Oh boy. Let's enjoy the moment and click. Like 3 seconds is enough to savor. And yeah, now we have counterspell. It's a 4/4, so no go for the throat, no cut down, so it means we can activate it and the end step. Otherwise I would wait. Maybe I should play Invasion of Arcavios before, but in all honesty I don't think there's anything more we need. Let's go for the sideboard and let's hit the Devious cover-up. I'm sure he will appreciate it, knowing that on the next turn he can do nothing. Very nice. Oh man, new mono black, my favorite opponent.